Capitalism is the problem. We need something else. It's a phrase we hear constantly whenever we talk about the economic crisis, social inequality, or climate breakdown. But very few people actually offer a practical working alternative. It's easy to say we need to tear down the old system. It's much harder to build a new one. In this video, we are not talking about a utopian theory. We are looking at a practical alternative that has been tested, proven, and working in communities worldwide for decades. We are talking about the not-for-profit, member-owned cooperative. Now, let's be very clear. There are different types of cooperatives. Some are created just to generate profit and distribute it among members, which often ends up repeating the same toxic corporate dynamics. We are not talking about those. We are talking about not-for-profit, member-owned cooperatives. People coming together to pool their resources, share the workload, and create everyday solutions that serve the collective, not a corporate board of directors, and not to generate profit for some shareholders. So, to understand why this is a radical alternative to capitalism, we have to look at what capitalism actually does. Capitalism puts profit before people. It commodifies everything, our very own existence. Food, water, housing, healthcare, our absolute basic human needs are turned into financial assets to be squeezed for maximum profit at all costs, with complete disregard for the people, their health, their communities, their well-being, the planet. While cooperatives, on the other side, they flip this equation entirely. They put people before profit. The goal is not to extract wealth. It is to secure our collective well-being through shared ownership and shared power. And the best part, this model works for almost everything, from the food we eat, to the homes we live in, to the spaces where we play. And here in this video, my 5 steps guide for building a non-profit member cooperative. Step 1, define your pain. Look at your life and your community. What's the systemic challenges causing you stress? Is it the lack of affordable, fresh, clean, organic food? Is it the impossibility of finding dignified, secure housing? Or maybe you just want a small community garden where you can grow some tomatoes, breathe fresh air, and disconnect. Once you identify that pain, write it down. Keep it simple. We are talking about 1 or 2 pages maximum. And this is your draft 0. Describe the challenge that you are facing, how it's affecting you, and how a cooperative, a non-profit cooperative, might actually be a solution. Do some research, look up successful examples. The one that I usually suggest is the one we talked about in the last video, which is the Park Slope Food Co-op. They have an excellent model. You don't need a business plan yet. You just need a story of how life could be better. After that, step 2, talk to your close circle. Before you launch anything to the public, start with friends and family. Invite one by one over for a cozy dinner or take them out for a warm cup of coffee and share the pain, share the solution, share the story. This is how we organize. This is how we mobilize. This is how we are moved to take action through stories. Your story should include the challenge you are facing, the pain you are having, and how the solution could make life better. And then share your draft 0 with them. See if after this meeting, after this dinner or coffee, this person is feeling the same pain. See if they want to act on it. And your goal here is to recruit a core group of 4 to 6 people. You shouldn't be less than 4 people, you shouldn't be more than 7 people. We are aiming for the sweet spot of between 4 to 6 people. A quick tip: choose people who are reliable, easy to work with, and collaborative. That's the most important part. If someone is notoriously difficult in a group setting, wait to invite them later, even if they are a close friend. Step 3. Hold your first official core meeting. After you have met with everyone individually, invite them as a group for a dinner or some snacks. Your main task here is to agree on the shared values. This is very important. Think of these values as your compass. They are the non-negotiable, progressive principles that will guide every decision you make later on. Because this is a cooperative, your values must be the opposite of a capitalist extraction. Focus instead on fairness, inclusivity, and shared power. Focus on the alternative world you are trying to build. To make it easier for you, you could check the 7 internationally recognized cooperative principles. If you Google International Cooperative Alliance, you will find 7 principles. These could be a great starting point. Once your values are locked in, open up your draft 0 and let the group edit it. This is no longer your project. It belongs to the collective now. To keep things moving, split into maybe 3 informal working groups, 1 for mobilization, so getting more people in, 1 for legal and admin, exploring how to register as a nonprofit or association or a cooperative company or whatever the legal form in your country or your region, and then another working group for the finance and the business model. So how this cooperative will actually sustain itself and how will it function in reality. Step 4 is now to grow horizontally. So you have identified the pain you are having, you have met with people individually, you formed a core group that now agrees on a set of values and agrees on the model you are building. Now it's time to go bigger. It's time to scale up. Each person in the core team must write down the names of 2 or 3 people they trust. Go meet them one-on-one, tell them the story, and invite them in. So it's the same mobilization technique. Identify few people, one-on-one meetings, telling them the story, and then inviting them in. Once they are on board, we can host a big community dinner. So inviting all these potential people that the core group has met with individually. We should keep it cozy, warm, and joyful. Joy should be incorporated in every aspect of this work. By this point, your group of 5 has easily grown to 15 to 20 people. It's a big team now. Something to keep in mind that this is not a charity. We do not wait for wealthy donors to save us. We are not counting on the good heart of some people to donate few pennies to solve our problems. Here, we are building collective power and collective ownership. We can start this from this stage. So, for example, if you are building a cooperative urban garden in the neighborhood, maybe each member could buy a share in this cooperative for like $50 or euros. And this share price should be adjusted based on income. This starting capital is your power. Nobody handed you this donation. It is a collective contribution. You built it together, meaning the community owns 100% of the project and it does not report to anyone outside of it. Last step, step 5, launch a pilot. Do not jump straight into renting a massive building or signing long-term lease on day 1. You need to make sure that this model actually works. Start with a small, low-risk trial to test your model in the real world. Learn from your mistakes and refine how you work together. Once the pilot is successful and your membership is strong, you are ready to launch officially. Always remember, a cooperative has no hierarchy. You are not a boss sitting on top of a pyramid. You are a weaver bringing people together. Keep joy at the center of every single meeting because the journey itself is the destination. If you want to reclaim your life from broken systems and start building a fairer, more joyful present, hit subscribe. Let's build something real together.